see if anybody in the speakers is ready to take a shout out at this item. So, Coach Corn, you're up.
It's funny how this room, you just pick up little things all the time, every single day. At least I do. I should say I do. I mean, Dr. Laura, I am possible. I'm possible. Okay. I have probably heard that a million times and it just hit me today. And it's like, oh, that's awesome. It's like, what? Crazy stuff. Anyway, so I think, going along with how Tony started the room, I think the millionaire mindset for me is, are you grateful for what you have? And are you grateful for where you are and you're there for a reason? I think knowing you're there for a reason and that's where you are is the millionaire mindset. So, do you have $1 million in your bank account? Do you have to have $1 million in your bank account to have a millionaire mindset? I mean, I don't really think so. I think really truly a true millionaire mindset person probably isn't even going to tell you if they have $1 million in the bank just to make a point. And then, I find my challenge, it just came up. I heard the word billion, and it's like, wow, you got to also be careful not to trap yourself in a box having a millionaire mindset. Well, what's the billionaire mindset look like then? Is that 10 times more than what the millionaire mindset is? So just kind of throwing that onto the table. But, you know, Michelle, you were talking about that strategy plan. So, on the actual topic of money, I will say that one thing that I just live by as my core is I do hold my dollars accountable. And it doesn't mean I don't spend money on crazy things. I have fun too. But when I spend $1, I want to get 5 or 10 back. And I really truly hold to that because there are so many things out there in the world that tell us how they're going to help us get to $1 million by buying their product or buying their service. And you can get nickeled and dimed to death. Right now, this month, I am literally going through, I'm just about ready to shut off all my credit cards and just get new ones because I've got all these little $7, $8, $24 things that are just racking up. And it's like I got out of that habit for a long time because even if it's $24, okay, if it's $24, it needs to generate $240 in the next 30 days, or I shouldn't do it. Or I should at least come up with a strategy or a plan to make $240 from that $24 item, or I just don't do it. And so what it does, it causes me to slow down and hold my dollars accountable and come up with a plan or a system or whatever to get a return on it. Right now, I'm doing a big one. It's $49 a month. Okay, I have 30 days to bring something in from that, or I'm canceling it. And it's a month to month deal, so I'm not locked into it. If it's a annual subscription or something, and it's $2,400 for the year, $100 or $200 a month, then I need to bring in $24,000, not in 12 months, but I better start seeing that path ramp up towards $24,000 within the first month or two, or I just wasted my money. So I always put that plan in place first. Coming back to the mindset side of it, for me, I mean, on Planet Brad, it's fun all the time. The millionaire mindset for me is I have fun every single day. And right now, I mean, for the first time in a long time, I am challenged with somebody that I've added on my team that every single day that we talk, it's not fun. There is not fun. It's like I'm dragging this guy through mud. He's just not getting it. He's not following the systems. He's not listening. And yet he keeps saying, well, I'm learning. I'm learning. Well, you're not listening. So it's not fun anymore. And I flat out tell him, I say, if it's not fun, I'm not going to do it. This partnership won't work out. We are going to split paths. And again, just had another recheck yesterday. It's not fun. So I'm not going to do it anymore. So are you genuine? Are you being you? Are you giving back? I mean, do you give yourself to others? Like, do you really truly care about them? Do you look in their eyes when they're talking to you and listen and pay attention? So in this age for me, I'll wrap up with, I enjoy life. Um, I am off of the grindstone. I'm not going to grind my way to the next $1 million any longer. And, for me, losing a spouse in 2015 is a reset, and it's a major reset into what's really important and what's not, because I can go back to when I first had, our first children, and I had three daughters to support when I was, in that 23 to 25, 26 year old range. And man, I worked three jobs. I delivered newspapers in the morning. I tried to support my real estate habit, and I worked nights and weekends at the mall to support my real estate habit so I could get this real estate business off the ground. And I worked all the time. So the grind days are gone for me. Look for ways that can get you there that are fun, or like, I mean, I've got a book. I've got a book written with Michael Gerber. If it is not simple and effortless to get this message out and to create that tribe, I am not going to do the grindstone on it. I mean, I've got a book sitting on my desk and it is not making $1 million yet because I'm not going to grindstone that thing out and just do all that. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to earn or have people follow because they want to follow. And then the last thing I'll leave you, Michelle, you kind of tapped on this a little bit, is creating the multiple streams, or somebody did. One thing I do is I create multiple streams of income, meaning, again, if it's effortless, fun, and I have some extra money, where could I put it that I'm going to get a 5 to 10 times return? And I mean, I've always won investing in real estate. And not that I had $100,000 sitting in the bank to go buy $100,000 house with cash. I mean, I did owner finance crazy things. I just gave someone else this opportunity to buy one of my apartment buildings that's an hour and a half away from me, that it's not fun to go out there anymore. I don't want to take my time away from my wife and my family and the lake. So I'm giving them the opportunity. I created an owner finance thing that, they put a chunk of money down. They're not even going to make a payment for 6 months so they can get renters into the building and get it going and flowing before they start making payments. And then, in 3 years, that'll balloon and I'll reinvest that money into the next thing to make 5 or 10 times. So anyway, that's my share for today. Hopefully you grabbed a couple things out of there somewhere. And always remember, if it's not fun, just come book a ticket. Planet Brad. It's actually free. I think we might even give you a refund now when you come visit. So you get there for less than free.
Nice. I love it. I love it. Now, I'm just going to intercept the mic here for a minute, Michelle, and just say that, listen, if you're not having fun, you ain't doing it right. Figure it out. Learn from somebody else, which, again, that's what we're always doing. And, again, grateful for all of you who are in here today learning a different way of doing it. I am going to just at getting all new credit cards is not necessarily going to solve your problem, because once you give someone or a company authorization to charge your card, unless you and get a new card, which I definitely don't recommend you do, they have the authorization to charge the card. Those charges cross over. So I started doing something, and it's like $5 a month or something. I mean, obviously they want to charge you $29, but you can get to the minimum of $5. It's Truebill. TRUE Bill BILL, which I think they just went to Rocket Finance or something. This app will actually go through. You put in all your credit cards, and I know it's I was hesitant at first. I'm like, shit, I got to put in all my credit into this company, but it's not a small company. You put it in, and it actually screens through all of your credit cards, sees where you're dripping and bleeding $7 a month, $15 a month, $29 a month, and tells you, hey, look, here are all those things. It points it out, and you can say, I want to cancel this one, that one, that one, the other one, and then they do it. You don't even have to do it. They freaking do it for $5 a month. I'll take it. So I'll take that $5 drip. I'll take that $5 drip all day long. So just that I'd give you that little tip.
Yeah, that is a great. I actually have that app, and shockingly, in my family, that everyone who was connected to one of my credit cards, when it went to the category of subscriptions, was like $9,000 a year. So it's so worth it. And if you don't know how to cancel your subscriptions and you have an iPhone, it's really important that you go and look at your profile under where you see your picture in the in the settings area, and you can cancel your own subscriptions. But it is a massive amount of money. And the other thing it does is it does show you, it does budget things for you and tell you how much money you have left to spend. So it's really valuable in terms of just having a moment-to-moment idea of what's happening with your dollars and cents. So with that, what I'm going to do
what could you do with that extra $9,000 a year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just being transparent here. It was
Make
a very
90.
painful lesson. I was shocked. Capital SHOCKED. And it's because, I'd given my credit card out to my kids, hey, you can use that for this or you can use that for that. Suddenly, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So I just bring that up because it was painful, but in the past now. So I'd like to pass the mic down and I'd like to go to a speaker. Actually, McKenna. Let's see. McKenna, are you available? We tried you earlier, but you are not there. Nope, McKenna is still not there. Okay, well then what I'm going to do is I am going to go to a speaker. I'm going to go to David. He was in early, and so I'm rewarding him and saying, happy now, David. The mic is yours, then we'll swing back up to our mods. Well, awesome. Thank you, Michelle. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate